Hey guys, what's up? Well, I've been busy. So, showed you in the last video that I was getting ready to pull this transmission out, and I pulled this transmission out. So let's take a look at what we got here. Just for those of y'all who've not ever seen a transmission out, manual transmission pulled out, or 3-speed, 4-speed, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same. You got the transmission here, and you have your bell housing over there, which is a separate piece. That's the side that goes to the engine. It's got a shield right there, and that shield. You got your clutch and pressure plate right there, which mounts to the flywheel. You got the flywheel, which mounts to the engine. And then you have various bits of linkage and things like that. So somebody asked me about if this is easier or more complicated than automatic. It's more complicated because you got several different pieces that have to go together, like I just showed you. And automatic, you basically just have the automatic transmission with a torque converter in it. That's it. So got your throwout bearing in here, up there. Mounts on the transmission. Well, mounts on the pressure plate actually. So anyway, just to summarize what I found here, no real big surprises other than, like I showed you, the linkages were worn out. There were missing bushings in here, and this was a big couple right there. They're gone. They're coming for us. Right there. There it is. And this transmission looks like it's been rebuilt at one point, because it's been put back together with my old nemesis, the blue glue. You can see some there, and you can see that the front bearing retainer has been sealed with blue glue, and so is the top plate. And if you dig some of the oil out from around where the tail housing goes on, it's also got some here. So I don't think Chrysler did that way originally. So evidently this transmission had problems at some point, and they had to overhaul it. But it's the original transmission. The numbers all match on it. I don't know if you can see any of that, but it says PP 250, and it's got the Julian date on it, the 10,000 day calendar date, and it matches to the car. So anyway, that thing's been out and been apart, and the clutch looks good, but the clutch has also been replaced because it's got a date on it of 3/6/98. So the car was about 25 years old, and it had a clutch put in it. So not sure what happened here, and I guess I'm going to have to concede that this car probably doesn't have 49,000 miles on it. It very well could, but if it did, she was rough on it. The old lady that had it was rough on it. So all this is going to either be given away or sold for just a little bit, because I don't need any of this stuff. I'm never going to use a 3-speed transmission like this in anything. So that is that. Anyway, onward from that, here's the cross member. This is a rear cross member, and I had a couple things that fought me. I had to end up cutting a few things off, I had to cut one bolt out of this. The nut just would not come off of it, so I had to do that. But the cross member itself is okay. I can probably reuse that. And under here, I had a couple things I had to just get out of the way. One of them was this emergency brake cable has over here on the frame rail, it has let me back you up a little bit here. There's a rod comes out that holds that, but that thing was going to be under where the transmission goes, and I had to get it out of the way. And that nut right there between my fingers, the cool sign there, it was not coming off, so it had to be cut. Anyway, I think I have one of those in the house somewhere in my stash, so I'm not worried about that. And when I was messing with that under here, had another unfortunate cat. Oops. Let's do it that way. And the dog comes out for the third time in 30 minutes. Under here, jabbed my fuel line. It's been dripping fuel slowly. You see the wonderful floorboards. This is original fuel line, and it is rusty back here. So I've been having an issue with this thing bleeding, the fuel pressure bleeding off, fuel bleeding back somewhere, and it being hard to start when it sits for a while. So I was smelling a little bit of gas anyway as I was working under, even before I hit that line. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut this line off up here and run a new line back here for it, because like I said, they're rough. So, and underneath this car is it's scaly, but it's not that bad. The floor pan over here I showed you, that's the worst part of it. So I'm going to come back and just wire brush all this stuff and coat it with something like some oil or something. So maybe my sewing machine oil. Bar and chain oil, I might do that. So, but it's okay for now though. It's this frame is solid, so no worries there. So, anyway, that's look at the back of this engine. Have you ever seen the back of an engine with clutch and everything off it? And there it is. That thing in there, that's called a pilot bearing. That's where the snout of the transmission, the input shaft, sits in there. It supports it. You don't have to have one of those with a automatic. The only thing the automatic gets, it has this thing. You'll see it when I put this back together, but it's a little looks like a four-pointed star that bolts on there. It holds, it's called the, I guess you could call it the flex plate. It's not even a whole circle of the thing, but you'll see it. But that's what bolts on there. So inspection mark there on the back of the engine, I guess. I don't know, guys. I just don't know, because this thing, you know, some parts of it just look so original, like it's never been touched, like that exhaust over there in the engine. It just, you know, it's got the original alternator and the original starter. So I don't know. I guess I could say, at this point, your guess is as good as mine. It could have 149,000 or 49,000. She might have just been hard on it, you know. You know how people can be, was trying to get that thing in low gear like I was trying to, and she might have screwed it up, bent one of the shift forks or something in it. I have no idea. Maybe I just decided to put a new clutch in it while I was at, 'cause that clutch is not worn out, not even close to it. So okay, well, that's it. All I'm going to show you. I'm going to get things kind of cleaned up here and arranged and get my tools put back up, and then tomorrow I guess I'll come under here and work on the bottom side of the car and do what I was going to do with it. At least brush it off. I may not put the oil on it because that's going to be kind of messy, but anyway, we'll go forward from there. I've got my car moved back around. I got my power steering pump put back on it and everything, like I told you I was going to do in the other video. So I haven't given up on it. It's just slow. So just take a look at the other side of this transmission real quick. You can see this nice arrangement of shift levers on this. These are all used to give you your different gears. If I can shift it. That's your reverse light switch. It's your speedometer where that goes in. So it's pretty simple, but anyway, I know some of you not too happy about this coming out, but believe me, it was a bear to drive. Go borrow a 1970s dump truck or 60s dump truck from somebody and drive it for a day, and then you'll know what I'm saying. So appreciate you watching, guys. Y'all have a good one. Please rate and comment, subscribe, questions, love to hear them. Have a good one.